Morning everyone, still the weekend. The videos are out of order, so they're not going to make sense, but yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. Just finished raining again, but it's blue sky, so I don't know where the rain came from. It must be over that way, but anyway, all good. So I'm going to do a bit of a clean up. So we got the rubbish getting picked up tomorrow on the verge, so that's going. I'm going to have one more walk around, just make sure we have put everything on there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. I've already walked around once, but I was going to just check the garage. Scooter ride was this morning, so that's happened. Got back. I think we did about, I didn't even measure it, but it's a normal ride that we do, and yeah, I think it ended up being around the 45-ish K mark, and got back with about 43% battery, so it's pretty good with that extra battery. Really good. Goes forever. I've got to have a bit of a clean up in here because yeah, she's getting a bit messy, so I've just got some old devices to throw out. They don't even work anymore. Oh, one thing I'm going to try and do, I've got this gimbal I used to use with my phone when I first started doing what I'm doing. I'm going to try and adapt this to use on this camera. I reckon it'd be pretty cool. I've got this thing, which is the bit that clips into here, which is meant to go on I think it was on a clamp, and I cut it and I put it on a phone case, just so I didn't have to. Yeah, that's right, the clamp was right on my buttons on my phone, so every time you put it to be balanced in the clamp, it would press the volume button, and it was a pain. So I ripped off the clamps and magnetized it and glued it to an old case, and that way I could just put my phone in the case and with no clamp, and it would work, and it worked well. It was fine. But what I'm going to try and do now is, there's no way this little thing is coming off this plastic, I don't think. But what I'm going to do is try and adapt it to use for this camera, because it is handy. It will make the footage look a bit better, even though this camera's got pretty good stabilization. I'm tilting it there, so I'm still and level, and now I'm rolling, and there, and then it goes. So it's only up until about 45 degrees. You can do 360 degree lock, but your field of view goes down, which is it's not a massive issue. It was the same on the DJI. I just got used to it, but I'm thinking if I can get this to work with this, not only is it, you can film and then just put it down and it's a tripod. It's gonna be, even if the camera is not perfectly level, because that's the whole point of this little cutout, and then this little divot on here on the magnet, so it goes and it's all perfectly level, and then you can fine tune it in the app. The camera is going to take that fine tuning out of it, and then I can be a bit more rougher with it and not think of that. And yeah, it should work. I've just got to get away. The good thing about this Insta is it's got this screen that pops up, so the magnet can go actually under the screen. I can't show it to you because I'm filming, but yeah, you can pop the screen up, put the magnet under it, somehow attach it to the camera, and then you're done. So it really shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, first things first, clean up in here. I've still got a heap of stuff in the garage with the scooter and my helmet, and had all the gear on because it was like 7 degrees or something yesterday morning. So yeah, go and do that, and then we'll get into this thing. Alright, a bit of a fail on my part. It came up fine, so that's the mechanism there. So it fits my phone as well. Actually, it'll fit any phone, or not any phone, but yeah, most phones. That's just a slidey, really strong spring. Works really good, except the camera mounts with the back this way, screen going out this way on the angle, and the lens coming back to you. So unless you want to use it as a selfie cam only, yeah, no good. You can't flip it this way. It won't go. That's as much as it goes that way, which means you're going to be recording kind of on an angle, and then this way, same story. So you really need something that holds it backwards. There's not really a way to do it. Yeah, there's not really a way to do it. You can buy a thing that will do it, so I might have to just bite the bullet and do that. But yeah, that's not going to work. I did try it, mount it the other way, so the screen pops out up the top here, but it's just way too far off balance. It won't balance, so that's okay. This still comes on and off, so that's cool. So I'll keep that back to be. It actually fits my phone better than what the original cage that came with this thing. So I'll keep that for my phone. The phone I've got now is a Pixel 7 Pro. The camera's really crap on it. I'm not a fan of it. My mate's got a S22. I think the latest Samsung's a 23 Ultra. He's got the 22 Ultra, so it's one down, and it is night and day difference compared to a 7 Pro. So yeah, so that'll probably be my next phone, is either a 22, 23 Ultra, but not till October. My phone's in contract till October, so I'll have to wait for that. But anyway, that can stay with that. I might look into getting a mount for this thing. But anyway, I've gone through all my stuff again, because I did buy for this Insta360 Pro. I actually bought one of. I'm a big fan of these cages, so I've got an aluminium cage coming. This is nylon. I probably should have bought a nylon one. You can buy both, but I got an aluminium one, so we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm going to sell. Got the old workhorse there. Done about 180 videos, or maybe about 160 videos on this camera. So she's well and truly earned her keep here, so that's good. Got a heap of magnetic mounts and chest mounts and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, all good. Still got the original box actually, so that's pretty cool. USB-C microphone, which actually works with this. You just plug it into the USB slot and boom, you got microphone, and that works really well when I was going on my rides and stuff. Got the little bumper thing, I don't know what you call it. No, it's a windsock for all the microphones, but if you're using the external microphone, works perfect. I do have another one which is actually 3.5mm, so I will keep that, and I think that'll probably be the next thing I get for this camera, is the mic adapter, and hopefully that works. I've got to do a bit of research, but from what I'm reading, you can use wireless mics with this, but you need that mic adapter. But I'm hoping that because it has a 3.5mm jack on it, you can just plug any microphone with a 3.5mm jack and it works. So yeah, we'll see anyway. But yeah, out of all of that, that's all I'm keeping. I've really simplified it. So head mount with quick release. That's good for obviously putting on your head, but also I said you put it on the top of your car seat and you get a nice POV attached to your car seat while you're driving. Handlebar mount, scooter and bike, definitely going to keep that one. Some tripod adapters, a spare thing, hat clip, and a suction mount. Now none of these have quick release mounts. I'm not going to, because that's what I did with this. I went and bought quick release mounts for every single thing, and I just never used them. So I'm only going to keep the one. This is probably the thing I'll use the most, but they're not hard just to quickly swap and put onto here. So yeah, that's fine. And I don't use these two almost at all, but they're handy to have. I have used it once, and I've used that once. So I'm only keeping the stuff I've used. So yeah, use this more often, but you know, it's not like I go riding or scootering with the camera every time. It's just a once in a blue moon kind of thing, so that'll stay for that. And this is probably the thing I'll use the most, especially when I get my new car. That's going to come in handy. So all good. Yeah, it's not worth selling that. They're only second hand. You're only going to get 60-70 bucks for it, so I might as well keep that. And when I do get my new phone, that'll be handy to have a separate camera. Maybe if you want to do two lens kind of shooting, or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're just not worth selling. It was only $140 brand new. I don't even know what it is. It's an SE, but I don't know what number it is. I'm pretty sure it's a 4. But yeah, I don't know. I tried doing some research and I don't know. I did buy something off AliExpress that was meant to fit this, like a different cage, and the magnets didn't match up. So I don't know if they must use different magnets, or it might be an AliExpress thing. I'm not sure. But anyway, doesn't matter. So all cleaned up. I'm going to take a quick photo of that, and then it's all that junk's going in that bag there, ready for sale. This stuff will go back in there, and then back in there. This will come back inside, or it may even go back in there, I'm not sure. and we're all good. Ah, he saw me. Cheeky boy. No, you don't care. Okay, I have all finished. So yeah, pity that thing didn't work out, but that's okay. We'll find something that'll work. What I'm going to do, I forgot what I was going to do now. Yeah, I might take these guys for a walk because they're just beating each other up, so they need to get rid of some energy. Have a look. Go for each other's ears. Boys. Hey, listen. Hey. That's enough. Don't be naughty. Yeah. So, but other than that, I think we're good. It's going to rain. It's going to rain for the rest of the week, so probably not going to get a lot done. I'm going to go for a scooter ride again. Don't know when. I think I'm getting a day off from work this week. I'm not too sure when. If it's Wednesday or Thursday, then I won't go for a scooter ride because it's going to be raining. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It might be Friday. I normally do score Fridays off, which I'm pretty lucky. Friday's only like a 5 or 6 hour day anyway. So if I do score a Friday off, yeah, you're only missing out on a couple of hours anyway, so that's all good. But and I normally, if I know I'm getting a Friday off, I normally try and make up the hours during the week, and yeah, it's all good. All pans out in the end. So yeah, I can't see anything more to do. We've had a bit of a run of really fixing up things and sprucing a few things up and doing the garden up, and the things now is the weeds. I did spray the weeds the other day, if you saw that video, and that thing is still going gangbusters. It's got a bit of dead stuff there. It looked like it was about a day later, it looked like it was really starting to die, and now with all this rain we've had, we had a heap last night, so yeah, it's come up again, and you can see all the speckles of like lighter green. That's all weeds. I don't know what's going on. It's fake grass. I don't know why there's weeds growing in it, but anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have to sort something out. I don't know what yet. So see what the go is. So I'm gonna jump on Amazon now. I joined up Prime by mistake, and it's like $7, $8 a month, something like that, and you get free delivery, which is all right. So I've been trying to use Prime. I know you can cancel it, but yeah, it's actually not too bad. The stuff comes fairly quick. Most of the stuff is within. If I order it first thing in the morning, it comes to like on the day or the next day, unless you're getting something totally stupid and it's from China or something. Then it'll take a week or so. But I think one of my flags that I got for the garage, that took just on a week. Yeah, and that was from USA actually, not from China. So yeah, that's pretty quick. So yeah, not too bad. So hopefully this new camera is working out for everyone, because it is for me. It's making a big difference. So I'm actually filming in 2.7, 60 frames, high or normal sharpness, and then I'll boost it later maybe. But when you boost it, the sharpness on the camera, you can kind of see it, but not really. But when you do it on CapCut, boost the sharpness, it actually looks better. So I might continue doing that. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, no requirement for a LUT. If you did see that video from the other day where I was comparing it, and I did it around here somewhere, and turn the LUT on and off, you can see the greens just go stupid and the reds go a bit dumb. It does lift the fence. The fence jumps up a notch in brightness. So that's good, but yeah, the colours just go all funny because it's already doing it in the camera, and then you're like applying it twice. If I probably shot on standard profile on this camera, then put that LUT in, it'd probably look alright, or even in the flat, because with that LUT I actually turn the strength down 50%, and that's what you saw the other day. So if I shot in standard or flat, color profile on this camera, then I probably wouldn't have to, I could run it at 100%. But yeah, doesn't matter. It looks good. It looks good off this camera. I did notice that YouTube does compress it a fair bit. I'm exporting in CapCut on the high setting, which is like 60 megabits per second, I think. So yeah, 2.7, 60 frames, and the bitrate is at 60,000 kilobytes, so 60 megabits per second. I think that works out to something like that. I might bump that up to 100 because YouTube just kills the bitrate. So if I make it quite high, then it'll come down to 60 rather than start at 60, and I think it brings it down to 1015 or something like that. So yeah, I might do that. I might just bump the bitrate back up. I used to run it at 100 with Osmo, so yeah, I'll bump that back up to 100 megabit, and then YouTube can do whatever it needs to do, and hopefully it doesn't lower it too much. If it doesn't fix it, because when I watch the raw footage back off this camera, it looks a lot better than what you guys are seeing on YouTube. Yeah, I can notice it anyway, because I've got the two side by side. The main thing you see is this fence, it just goes all grainy and noisy. That's the main thing. So, but like if I'm filming this way with sun things, actually this is probably the brightest day since I've had this thing, so it's not a bad day to test it. But yeah, so I might just try a few more things and see what comes out the best. If I have to, I'll go back to doing 4K 60, and that did look really crispy, and it looked good on YouTube as well. So yeah, if I have to, I will. But I think 2.7 is kind of the sweet spot. That way the battery lasts longer, the camera doesn't get hot. Not that this thing shuts down anyway. Your memory lasts longer, and she's all good. Everyone's happy. It's a good little medium point. I know it can do better, but there's no need for it really. Yeah, this is pretty good as it is. So all good. All right, I'll go on. So the next few videos are probably going to be about not much at all, not very interesting. It's just me getting used to the camera, the editing, the exporting, just all new settings. Once I dial that in, then we'll go back to hopefully doing interesting stuff, if that's what you found what I was doing before interesting. But yeah, so it's just a few little tester videos, and we'll go from there. But anyway, catch you guys later.